Coming up on Valley News Live at 10, a look ahead to round 2 as more snow is set to blanket parts of the region tomorrow. Between the weather and staffing shortages, a look at flight impacts across the valley, plus the impact of holiday get-togethers on COVID-19. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Roads are passable tonight with all major interstates reopened, but many of us are about to get hit with round 2. Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joins us to explain. Hutch.
Thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. Well, the blizzard is gone. The wind is gone. The clouds are gone, but we have this fresh blanket of snow, and the combination of clear skies, calm winds, and, well, the fresh snow going to equate to some rock bottoming temperatures. If you joined us earlier, we talked about diving to 10 to 20 below before we get to midnight and then rising. That looks to be right on track, even though forecast models didn't have it going down that cold. Look at what's going on. 12 below the actual air temperature now in Fargo. It is bone chilling cold, tooth chipping cold in the Devil's Lake Basin at 14 below. Right now, the 0-degree line in black is moving out to the east, and it's pushing into parts of central Minnesota. Factor in the winds. We already have wind chill values between 30 and 40 below. Langdon, a bone-chilling 33 below on exposed skin. Put that survival kit in your vehicle. It's going to come in handy the next several days because we have Arctic air on the way. Tonight, a wind chill advisory for our western counties. Our eastern counties are going to get mighty cold as well because your temperatures will have a chance to dive for quite a while yet. Here's the big area of clear. Where it's clear, temperatures will continue to nosedive, including in places like Bemidji and Bagley and on up into Thief River Falls. But the clouds are moving in. What they'll do is act to warm us up and bring a chance of snow. We have more snow in the Tuesday forecast, believe it or not. You can see it spreading where we have the darker blues pushing up toward the I-94 corridor. Is it snowing? Is it reaching the ground? Yep. Yeah, it is. There's Highway 3, Wishick. This is on the way. 2 to 5 inches and even more for some of us. I'll have hour-by-hour details on our next round of snow, which comes on Tuesday. And we'll talk about some Arctic air as well, Stacy. Join me for Maine weather here in just a few more moments.
Oh, gosh, it's already starting.
It
All
is.
right. Thanks, Hutch.
Yes.
For up to the of your hand, make sure you have that Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store, and you can download it for free. More than 50 flights have been canceled or delayed all around the state today, and at Hector International in Fargo, those travel disruptions have been stranding some. Valley News Team's Nashay Taylor has our story.
Getting out of the winter weather and into some sunshine was the plan for some attempting to fly out of Hector International Airport.
We sat it for the last 5 hours.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to fly to Las Vegas.
Several flights in and out of the airport were delayed or canceled. And for one couple, their trip was meant to be a celebration.
This isn't the first time this has happened with the same airline. This happened 2 years ago to me on my birthday.
But to make it more troublesome, these two traveled a long distance just to hop on a flight. And now they face a new challenge.
Coming from Canada.
Yeah, we came all the way
can't even
from
go
Canada.
home because we got to take a COVID test if we want to go home.
Yeah.
So, and it takes 24 hours, so we got to find somewhere to stay.
For others, they were just trying to get back home after celebrating the holidays.
We are heading to Las Vegas, we're heading back home. We got family up here in Fargo.
And being in Fargo for the holidays came with its perks until several inches of snow fell in the area.
I mean, it was kind of fun at first because we're like, this weather is awesome. This is great to wake up to this. It was so nice. And then, it fell flat fast because it was like, oh no, what about the flight?
But also for this family, getting back home on time was urgent.
My daddy's a doctor and he has 10 cases for tomorrow, 10 surgeries, and now he's gonna miss some.
But in the end, everyone will now have to make the most of the cards they were dealt. In Fargo, Nashay Taylor, Valley News Live.
At last check, the majority of flights both coming and going from Hector tonight were either canceled or delayed. Globally, more than 2,000 flights were canceled today due to the surge of Omicron. According to the website FlightAware, there were more than 700 cancellations and 3,000 delays nationwide this morning. Since Christmas Eve, more than 6,000 flights have been canceled worldwide as airline staff and crew call out sick. Road crews across clock to clear the snow as quickly as possible. One West Fargo city employee is filling in as a snowplow driver to give full-time drivers a much-needed break. She says she hasn't seen conditions this bad in years. In West Fargo, the drivers are working 12-hour shifts, focusing on keeping the emergency routes clear.
I've noticed so many people without their headlights on, but we're just trying to keep the roads open for everybody to get safe, get everywhere safe, and especially emergency personnel.
West Fargo police say when it comes to cars running off the road in today's storm, there were too many to count. In Minnesota, more than 250 vehicles spun off the road. The CDC today shortened the recommended quarantine time for people who catch COVID from 10 to 5 days, and doctors are urging Minnesotans to get tested for COVID as they return home after the holidays. Charmaine Nero has this story.
As Minnesotans head back home after celebrating the holidays with family and friends, local doctors are urging people to get tested as cases of COVID-19 are likely to keep surging as the Omicron variant continues to spread rapidly worldwide.
All the basic mitigation strategies that we've used and that we're probably getting tired of using are more important than ever.
Dr. Madeline Gagnon is the Vice Chief of Staff at Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare. She says unlike other variants, Omicron is highly contagious.
It can pass between two people with great ease.
Although health officials say Omicron appears to result in mild illness that can resemble the common cold, Omicron has already pushed daily coronavirus case counts higher than the peak of the recent Delta wave. As of Thursday, the U.S. has reported more than 51 million total COVID-19 cases, according to the CDC. And now Dr. Gagnon says it's important for those coming back from holiday gatherings to be proactive when it comes to their health and the COVID-19 virus.
Who have you seen in the last 48 hours? And anyone to your knowledge, are they becoming symptomatic? If you're not feeling well, or you've had a high risk exposure, the people you've been staying with in the holidays, they're all sick with COVID, for example, then you would want to stay home yourself and get tested.
As the global pandemic continues to overwhelm area hospitals,
it terrifies me, frankly.
Dr. Gagnon urges the public to practice safe mitigation efforts to help stop the spread.
Focus on what we can control, and each one of us can control our own actions.
Meanwhile, a federal program designed to help cover the funeral costs for people who died from COVID-19 is going largely unused. FEMA has already paid out $1.5 billion in funeral reimbursements to 226,000 people since January 2020. However, the country just surpassed 800,000 COVID-related deaths. You can find out more information on who's eligible and how to apply on FEMA's website. New for you tonight at 10, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is pushing new rules for medicine-induced abortions that would be among the most restrictive in the country. The proposed rule would add more requirements to get abortion pills, including requiring patients to see a doctor 3 separate times and be within their first 9 weeks of pregnancy. A legislative committee has withheld its approval until it can get more information. Several people were detained after a shooting this morning in Moorhead. Police there say around 7 a.m. they were called to the 900 block of 23rd Avenue South and found a man lying in the street with multiple gunshot wounds. He is expected to be okay. As of right now, no one has been officially charged. Stick with Valley News Live as we continue to learn more. We're also still waiting on more details on an afternoon fire. The fire that broke out at Northern Metal Recycling in West Fargo this afternoon has left the building a total loss. We'll continue to update you as we learn more. Authorities across North Dakota are urging you to be cautious if you're traveling out on frozen lakes this week, even with the extreme cold hitting our area. One man died over the weekend when a car went through the ice on Lake Bemidji. A woman was also in the car but managed to escape. Tomorrow, you have a chance to help raise money for the Moorhead family found dead in their home after being exposed to carbon monoxide. Moeller Barber College proceeds from haircuts to help with costs of returning the family's remains back to their home country of Honduras. Moeller Barber College is located at 16 8th Street South in Fargo. They're open from 8:15 a.m. until 4:30. Over, but Kwanzaa celebrations have just begun. Kwanzaa became popular in the 1980s in tandem with the Black Power movement. Following Christmas, the non-religious observation of African Americans' ancestral roots celebrates 7 core principles. A candle is lit each night on a 7-branched candelabra called the Kinara. The first candle lit on Sunday is for the principle of unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Other core principles include creativity, responsibility, self-determination, and faith. Still ahead tonight, a Minnesota sheriff speaks out after driving drunk and crashing a county-owned vehicle. We'll tell you why he says he's not resigning.
As the storm exited and the wind tapered off, well, the cleanup began. That's the kind of snowblower you need. Mika, thanks for sharing your photo. That's how you do it. All right, now temperatures are on their way down. It's a free fall across the valley with wind chills in the 40s below. Oh, it's doggone cold. I'll have details that Maverick is interested in hearing right after this.